Hello, everyone. How are you doing? And we are back for another poetry reading. Yeah, we're back in doing this. And hope you had a good weekend. Hope everything was good and you had able to take care of a lot of stuff. So we will jump in with a poem called "When You Want." What do you do when you want to touch a beauty? When your eyes meet in an inspiration of stardust, you see the magic of her soul and the light she pours from her touch. When she reciprocates, taking away the madness you feel the deep within your heart because she takes away the ache of loneliness. And this was basically just something I was inspired to write. And a lot of times when I would do stuff like this, it could be really anything that could have happened for me to be able to want to create something like this. Most of the time, if I'm doing this and it has a lot of meanings of the stardust or the elements and things like that, it's something that I pull from a song. So the next one is called "It Is Maddening." It is maddening trying to make you understand. Constant river of thoughts streaming through my head, all of it. Even in silence, those thoughts gliding along a clear plane of glass in my head space. Memories and lies, each thought mixed with sadness, guilt, and feeling numb from all the regret. And you want me to pull happiness from the abyss. I remember things as they play out like a movie. A 35mm film winds around a wheel of the light burns into the walls of my skull. No sound, only ghosts shimmering across the screen of light. Faces etched into my heart as tears fall. In this poem right here, what inspired me was just looking or thinking about how memories go through your head when you're thinking about those things, because you're a lot of times memories uh, memories of people, places you've been, things you've done. They come up, and because something triggered that thought and made you think, or made me think about those things. And a lot of times it was thinking about the things of the past. My family members that have passed or passed away, old friendships that have long gone, come and gone. Um, things like that that really make you contemplate stuff as the years progress. His next one's called "Passing Night." She dances across the sky, and with each passing night, she slowly reveals her body for all eyes to see, as she longs to be held in the arms of her lover, as they rarely share the sky together in the daytime. The sun bathes the moon in sunlight, as her silhouette twirls upon a backlit canopy. Naked she drifts among the stars and stardust, holding her figure behind a cloud just to play coy when her lover is around. And this poem is basically about the moon. There is um, a legend, basically a Native American legend, talks about where I believe it's his son was wanting to find out who was visiting her at night. So she took and she smudged his face with so whenever you see the moon cast in a half moon, a crescent moon, that was basically the moon was her lover. And that's why I was trying to play on that little thing here. And the other thing, it's brother and sister kind of thing, but so I was just doing like a lover thing. Because you talk about, how sometimes the moon is out when the sun is out. So they're constantly chasing each other in the night sky. This next poem is called Word of My Heart. I carry a box of memories, where all the words of my heart are written upon the pages. Not a single page is blank. They are all stained with the blood and tears, bound together by my heartstrings. And as the page turns, the song plays, one for every chapter, bitter at times, stirring melodies, transcending time to help tell tell the story of me. Every line, every verse, had the sweetest sound before it was drowned out. When the curtain fell and act moved onto the next, there were more stories to tell as I add more notes to the pages of notebooks. And this basically talks about, um, well, one, my poetry box, because then I put, memories and stuff in there of all the poems that I created and stuff. So, and another thing is just basically telling the story of how every page in that book is I try to put put something in there. So this next poem is called Your Vines. Roses are red, and your vines entangle me, gripping thorns draw me in, tearing my flesh as we try to escape your grass. As I try to escape your grass. You weave your spell, leaving me enchanted by your fragrance of madness and sexual desire. I can't escape the attraction of a femme fatale. And the old flame becomes rekindled, and I fall into slavery of your sex on Valentine's Day. And it's basically talking about being in a past relationship, and you end up having a fling again with somebody who you were with, but you end up breaking up with. I mean, there's really no reason for you to go back to somebody that you were dating, a former ex, or or whatever, or your ex-wife, or whatever, because you've already learned those lessons that they taught you. So it's time to move on and find something better. Find with somebody else, because if you sit there and you just let that and you keep going back to that situation, you open yourself up for more chaos, for one, and two, you don't know where this person has been before. So you just need to stay away from those things like that. And this next poem right here, there's no name on it because there's no name, and we'll just call it All Cloud Tops. All Cloud Tops memories, wandering through daydreams and relaxing on gentle winds. Excuse me. And this poem is basically just, I guess, it's left out for one, for not being named, as you can see. This one right here, not being named. So, I think it was for a word prompt. This next one's called She's Human Like You. Let's go and find your courage, man. She's human like you. Beautiful, enchanting, and elegant. Why is it so hard? She's probably married and has a boyfriend or a girlfriend. So do I bite the bullet and cling to her in friendship just to die inside, when she's right there, slipping through my fingers every second of my life? Are you worth the pain? The voices in my head ask, while on repeat, so the words echo inside my mind. All my courage is spent. It seems like I'm just spinning my wheels in place as everything else flies by me. And this is basically about this girl I know, and trying to get the courage to ask her out. I did ask her out. She said no. You move on. You live and you learn. The next one is called In the Haze. Lost in the haze of memories, I struggle to clear the cobwebs. My body aches for your touch, and all I can do is remember the sound of your voice echoing in my head. And this basically is when you're caught in the throes, or you're in the midst of passion and everything, and you think about the memories of that time where you spent together and the things you used to do, and how your voice, or how to voice that person when they're in that raptured sounds. This next is called Far and Wide. Make a wish upon me, blow with a deep breath, and scatter my seas far and wide. Let me take your wishes, all your dreams, and sadness away. I will carry them beyond the hills and valleys, across the rivers and streams. Let me plant my seeds before you step here, so you too will rise from the ground in a new place. And this poem is based off of this picture right here. This and the little things that when you with dandelions that you blow. That's what that's based off of. And I found out today that um, in lore, fairies use those the little things as magic wands. Didn't know that, but hey, so there's something you can add that to your list of stories if you want to add that to it. Okay, this one's called Lines Are Drawn. Lines are drawn in the sand. Being tired of running, I choose to stand my ground. One of us is going down. One of us is leaving, and I choose violence because we're done a long time ago. And this is basically from a situation where I just got tired of dealing with people, and I started putting up my boundaries and trying to hold people to it, because I hold myself to and them, accountable for their actions. Uh, Two more, and then we'll be done for tonight. It's another page. For a change, it's another page that needs to be turned. Maybe it will be easy, changing for something more than this. Waking up in an empty room, being chased by shadows from your past. All for kindness sakes, it was a struggle, wanting something more, and feeling yourself slipping away. And basically, this is just trying to change things in your life, and you want to turn that page and start doing other things where you don't have to worry about dealing with the crisis and pain of things, and especially being alone. So, touch upon my face is this last poem for the night. I feel your touch upon my face, a phantom feeling of you, shadowing me as you run your fingers through my hair, cupping my face in the palm of your hand before we kiss. I trace my fingers along your back and feel the warmth of an angel. Black wings fan out as you wrap them around us, sheltering us from the world. We kiss again and again as I fall deeper into you. And this is based off of a picture, a scene of a picture that a woman has wings, almost like an angel, and she's embracing her lover. So I thought it was pretty cool. You can take whatever you want from that, though. So here we go. All right, yes, you have to realize that in 15 more days, my second children's book, Life of Penguins, will be available on Amazon. I will post that link once it's published, or once it's finished from the illustrator, and I'll be able to publish it. I'm really excited about it and nervous to see what he has. Check out my friends, and definitely check out Sarah Aikenhead's post for Casting in the Fire. Her newest podcast is up, and it is in the description box, so definitely check that out. Check out my friend Dwight and his page. Check out my friend Jenna Jinx and her Jenna Jinx Portraits if you want to commission anything for especially for Mother's Day coming up. Definitely check her out. And Recce with my friends Alberta, Aria, and Brian. Definitely hook them up to be able to help you be able to heal your mind, body, and your spirit. And if you get a free time, check out my books, all my poetry books. I have 9 poetry books, 2 notebooks, and 2 children's books be out pretty soon. So definitely check them out. And I am running a sale because I need to sell the books that I have so far as I can bring in, because I made a lot of changes to do, and I didn't want to bring in more books and have those. So it's $5 for a copy, $4 shipping and handling. It's $16 if you're overseas, because that is a killer. But you have a good night. Take care of yourself. Have a good week. And I will see you here next Sunday, same time. Bye.